Greetings, Benjamin J. from Benz Trains with another in the series. Well, I got an email from Luke asking me if I would do a close-up video of how I built the Aero car. So I was actually working on it tonight. I've picked the trucks for the new ones, or for the new chassis. Anyway, I just want to do a quick video on this. As you see, this is an old chassis off of a Lionel tender. It has a plastic rear truck. It has a steel front truck. The motor mount is 2.5 wine corks. And I wanted something that was actually fairly resilient, but easy to work with. And in this case, I had a lot of wine corks, and it was easy. So 2 of them glued together side by side, then 1 cut in half to make it flat, glued to the top of those, wrapped with black tape to attach the motor. As you see, it's pretty crude in the extreme. And then I've weighted the chassis with, these are the steel weights out of Mark's tenders. I've weighted the chassis on the bottom with 2 stick-on weights plus a large steel weight. So this weighs close to 2 pounds. It is actually quite heavy. And then pulling power off of this roller. Now you can see, maybe you can, let me see if I can focus on this. You can see how pitted that roller is getting. I'm pulling an incredible amount of energy through this little roller, a couple of amps at high speed. And as you see, it's arcing like crazy, and it's just tearing the roller up. So I've got to have a different contactor. But remember, this entire thing was thrown together as a test, basically a prototype to see what it would take to actually build a rail car driven by a propeller. So in any case, pulling the power off the center rail through that roller, going to a full wave bridge rectifier, converting it to DC, and then you can see the polarity for DC on the rectifier itself. So if you run positive here, it runs as a pusher. If you run positive here, it runs as a tractor. So it reverses direction just by reversing the DC polarity. It won't reverse direction reversing the AC polarity. It has to be done at the rectifier. So anyway, you could put a switch in and actually select between forward and reverse. But I just wanted to do a quick video on this. Luke asked if I could do a close-up video. This is really, really straightforward and simple. The front truck was a mismatched truck that's held on with a screw and a nut and a drop of epoxy, as you see, to keep it from vibrating loose. And that's it. So in the next day or so, I've already picked out the new trucks for the new chassis. This is what I'm going to be using. So I'll go with those. I have the new motor ready to go. Basically the same as the other one. I've shortened the prop, so it makes a fairly efficient pusher. It's not very efficient as a tractor. So that is basically it. It's crude, but the nice thing about it, of course, is that it works. And it's surprisingly powerful. It'll push a tremendous amount of weight. Plus, it weighs close to 2 pounds itself. So there's a lot of power coming out of that prop. It's really, really simple. It's straightforward, really crude, but it really works. As you see, it actually works really, really well. It is really efficient. And when the propeller is off, it's just freewheeling. And it rolls quite freely because it's actually now quite heavy, as you see. So anyway, just an up-close look at the Aero car. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.